Do you notice when you arrive home, when you wake up, when you get out of your car that you're feeling a little bit tighter than normal? Is there something in your day that you are starting to go, I'm feeling really exhausted? Now, I'm not talking your 3 p.m. exhaustion that a lot of us get because, we've been going all day, running on empty, forgot to eat our lunch, and then 3 p.m. hits and we are exhausted. I'm talking I'm waking up tired. I'm talking about I arrive home and things feel off, tired. There's people around you, and you've probably heard me say this a million times. If you've got friends, at the end of the conversation, you feel drained and you are in just an absolute state of exhaustion, you need new friends. That they were trying to drain my energy. They were trying to make me gossip. They were trying to talk about everyone else. And if they're talking about everyone else with you, they're talking about you with everyone else. That's exactly what's happening. So, time to cut them loose. Welcome to Tea with the Priestess, and this week's cup is a cute little teacup. Let's have a look at this one. That's the favorite bit I have of it, actually. I love all of it. I love the little golden trims. I love all the little flowers. I love how dainty it is. It's a real teacup, this one. I love it. And I got this one actually as a gift. So one of my students, a beautiful, beautiful student of mine from many, many years ago, he purchased me this teacup, and it actually came in a set of 2. So that was absolutely beautiful. I'm sure his mother did the buying. However, it was beautiful to receive. And this week I have peppermint tea in my teapot. What are you drinking today? Let me know. Let's jump in. Do you notice when you arrive home, when you wake up, when you get out of your car that you're feeling a little bit tighter than normal? Is there something in your day that you are starting to go, I'm feeling really exhausted? Now, I'm not talking your 3 p.m. exhaustion that a lot of us get because, we've been going all day, running on empty, forgot to eat our lunch, and then 3 p.m. hits and we are exhausted. I'm talking I'm waking up tired. I'm talking about I arrive home and things feel off, tired, or I'm getting very aware of the energy around me. Today, I want to talk a little bit about how negative energy may be affecting you. And we see it so often. When I do any clearing, house clearing work, any protection work, any removal of evil eye, anything like that for my clients, I often find the first response they have is, I feel lighter, I feel like I've got energy back. That to me says that we are compressing energy down. It feels like as though something is pushing up against you. And that's not how you want to be feeling. No one wants to feel like that. But it's really important to notice the energy around you. When you're beside a creek or a riverbed, generally as the water's flowing, you can feel a sense of release. If you are carrying a lot of projections, evil eye, negative energy, and this could be psychic attacks that are not even destined for you in that way, it wasn't intentional, but you still carry it with you. And so doing a quick energy check is really important. We don't want to be carrying around other people's thought patterns. We don't want to be carrying around evil eye or hexes or anything like that within our system. We want to be sovereign. We want to be completely clear in our energy so that we can address the day at our highest and best, in our highest and best energy at all times. You should have no one else in your field. Now, I say that, however, myself included, and there are many clients that say, but leave my kids attached. And I totally get that. Is it the best practice? No, it's not, because that means anything they're feeling, you're feeling. But for me, particularly as my child was growing up and he was younger, he wasn't great at communicating. And so I really wanted to make sure that I could feel if something was off. And being a super sensitive, an empath, I'm the receiver of all energy, as you probably are if you're listening to this too. And so I could tell if something wasn't sitting right, if something wasn't feeling right, I could feel into that. And so other than that, if you should choose it, you should have all other energy removed from your field. You should be completely energy sovereign. How you do that is up to you. I have many different tools. I have different ideas on how you can do that. I'm not going to go through a million of the lists here today. However, what I will say is, you can utilize and create protection tools yourself. I have a guide for that, which is completely free. You're welcome to that. There are things that I also do energetically via distance. I will do removals, I will do cord cuttings, I will do house cleansings. You can do your own house clearings. I have a guide for that as well, if that interests you. Energetically, you want to make sure you're not welcoming in the energy. And if you are feeling exhausted, you are feeling tired, then check what's happening. Now you can do that through a beautiful pendulum. You can be checking your energy through a pendulum. If you need to know more about pendulums, let me know. You can be just checking in with your energy yourself. A lot of us know our yes and no's. A lot of us already know, oh, hang on, I'm just going to ask my spirit team, or I'm going to ask myself, do I have an energy attached? It's the first thing that comes to your mind. Do I have projected energy in my field that is not mine? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? And then you set a very, very clear intention that needs to go. And if you want a very simple practice for that, I will link it below for you. It is absolutely essential that your house is cleared, that your energy field is cleared, and possibly those that you are living with. However, if your energy is cleared and protected, then you will not be absorbing the other people's energy around you if you step into that practice regularly. So feeling tired, feeling that lethargic feel, not being able to really collect your thoughts very well, not being able to think or actually articulate what you're wanting to say. Sometimes you can even feel like agitated or angry or really ecstatic sometimes, and you can't work out, well, hang on, where did that feeling come from? What's going on here? And that is because you are picking up on someone else's energy. And sometimes you can be like, well, that just felt irrational. Like, why am I having such a big response to the fact that I dropped my tea? I dropped my tea, I clean it up, I keep going throughout the day. And that's when you go, let me check on something here. Grab your pendulum, ask your spirit team, check in with your body, your yes and your no, and find out, is there something else impacting you? And it could be that, there's not. It could just be that you didn't sleep last night, the baby cried all last night, it's got colic, whatever might be going on for you. You've had a very stressful day at work. You might be under a lot of pressure, having a big merger in your company, and it's going to tip you over. So you then need to look at an energy balance, right? You need to look at some self-care, some meditation practices, getting restful sleep, looking after your energy in different ways. But today we're talking about negative energy and how that impacts you. And I wonder, have you ever felt an energy, particularly if you think about transportation and shopping centers, that's your number one place where you will feel it. And you just know that is not yours. Have you ever known, and I have many, many clients that just know, they all message me and like, right, there's something wrong with the house. I feel it. The animals, cats particularly, react differently. You walk up and down different parts of the house and you're like, something doesn't feel right. You've had different people in your house. Please, please, please set up a spot at your front door when people enter your home that really blocks that energy out so they're not entering with all of that energy. There are so many things we can do. And this is why I'm so, so passionate about this particular topic, because there's no need for it. There are so many practices that we can each do, everyone in the world, to prevent that connection, distortion, and projections from impacting us. And I often have clients like, I'm having a run of bad luck. I'm not sleeping. I'm getting the 3 a.m. wake up call. The house feels heavy. Everyone's arguing in the house for no reason. They're clear signs that something's not right energetically in your home. Now, I'm not saying that's the only thing that's going on. I'm saying check it out. There's quite possibly something happening there. So I wonder what it is for you. What is it for you that you just know, oh, something is off. Something's not feeling great. Something's wrong here with my energy. I'd love to hear. Please share. And while I'm on that note, please let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to cover on this topic, because there are so many things that we could dive into around this that we could be here for a couple of hours. But keeping your body and your energy, I should say, sovereign, your house energetically balanced is your responsibility. Whether you get someone else to do that for you, if that's not your area of expertise or you're not wanting to spend time learning how to do that, or whether you do it for yourself. It doesn't take long to do once you get really good at it. It's something that can be done every day. I have to clear my house every single day, sometimes more, because of the work that I do. I'm constantly protecting my field, constantly clearing my field, constantly removing energetic attachments from my field because of the work that I do. Most people, every 4 to 6 weeks. Sometimes, if you live alone and you are working remotely and you don't have many people that you socialize with, you could get away with 8 weeks without checking in on your energy. But the moment you start to feel tired, the moment that you start to feel drained or agitated for no reason, the moment things just don't feel right, you need to check. I highly encourage you to check, because it could be just a very simple cord that's attached, or a very simple projection that can just be setting that intention out of my field now. And if you want to go back to one of the previous episodes, you'll see that I talk about intentions. And intentions are more powerful than anything else. Setting an intention with the purpose of complete sovereignty is one of the strongest ways you can set an intention. If your energy is so low vibrational, you're feeling all the feels, you're overwhelmed, it might take more than an intention. Health complaints. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that just because you've got a sore stomach, it doesn't mean there's something else going on. There probably is something else going on for you there. How did it start? Because everything is energy. Everything starts with energy. Either good energy, bad energy, positive energy, negative energy. It's always energy. It all has to start from somewhere. An intention, a word. And this is why we say words are spells. Because they are. It's an intention that you speak into the universe. And if someone is speaking an intention about you that is not positive, that lands in your field if you are not adequately protected. And so I invite you to do a check. I invite you to check your house. Selenite is the best thing you can have in your house. Yes, we've got tourmaline and all the others, right? Obsidian, pyrite. There's so many beautiful protections. Shungite is one of my favorites. It's expensive. Selenite is one of my favorites, and it's cheap, very cheap. I get the tiny little bits of selenite and I put them above every door frame in my house. So every time you're walking through that door frame, you're clearing your energy. I have protection oil that I use on my door frames and my window frames and on myself during the day. I have salt bowls throughout my house with different crystals and herbs in them. There are so many different ways. And I will add them below as well. But what's really important is to clear it out first. Yes, protection practices. If you are feeling tired, you need to check what is in your field and then get rid of it and protect your home, protect your office if you work somewhere else. When I go on holidays, I am clearing that space before I even enter. Like energetically, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, I'm there by distance clearing. If I know that I'm going somewhere and I don't know what the room looks like, sometimes I look it up online, I clear all the rooms and I clear all the space that could possibly be happening. If it's a huge resort, no, but I don't generally stay at those places, right? Or as soon as I enter, they show me my room and I say, thank you so much. I'll be with you in a moment. I usually stay at beautiful places that, have someone there to look after us because I have high needs. I like my luxury accommodation. And then I will clear that room. I will take my things with me that I need. And a lot of it's just tools that you can create yourself, or even just energy work. If you're trained in energy work, you should be clearing that space before you even consider spending any time in it. And if there's people around you, and you've probably heard me say this a million times, if you've got friends, at the end of the conversation, you feel drained and you are in just an absolute state of exhaustion, you need new friends. You need new friends. They are not good for your energy. And there's certain people that just aren't. We don't have to be friends with everyone. That people-pleasing era has gone, people. And it's no longer up to us to be in relationships, to be around people, to connecting with individuals that make us feel really poorly about ourselves. And so I invite you to spend less time with them. You don't have to say, I can't see you because you have negative energy and you make me feel really bad. Please don't say that, because that's just going to create more. It's going to create psychic attacks. It's about, I'm really busy at the moment. Wow, you're really busy too. I'm finding it so busy at the moment. And for my beautiful friends that might watch this one day, I am really busy. I'm not just saying it. But, you just, I'm not available for the cup of tea this week. Actually, I'm not available for the cup of tea for 6 months. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in 6 months and I'll protect my body and my shield and my energy, and I'll go into that and I'll have that cup of tea with them. And then I'll step away and go, yep, that's exactly what I thought. Glad I cleared my field and put up a shield before I connected with them today. Because yeah, I felt that they were trying to drain my energy. They were trying to make me gossip. They were trying to talk about everyone else. And if they're talking about everyone else with you, they're talking about you with everyone else. That's exactly what's happening. So time to cut them loose, because you're sitting in a different frequency now. And I'm not saying to get rid of all your friends at all. Those people that light you up, that are on the end of the phone line when you need them, keep them close. Love them. Give them all the time that you can. You want to raise your vibration, you want to release negative energy, book in some beautiful dinners or sessions with them, because they will help you fortify your field, because they put you at a higher frequency. They're the friends you keep. So I wonder if you have people in your life that really drain your energy. I wonder if at 10 a.m. you are struggling with your day, even though you slept really well the night before. I wonder if you walk into your house in the evening and for no reason, no apparent reason, there's arguments happening everywhere. I wonder if your cats, I have beautiful cats, I love cats, cats and teacups and teapots, yeah? If your beautiful cats are struggling with the energy, maybe they're just agitated, maybe they're what me and my son call the zoomies around the house for no reason. I often get my pussycat waking me up at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, okay, what's happening? And I have very clear business hours now, and spirits know not to annoy me outside of business hours, but sometimes they still do. And that's not because they're here to harm anyone. Sometimes when we are at a high frequency, we're like a beacon to these souls that want to pass over. So don't think that just because you have some souls visiting you, that you have bad energy in your home. If they have good intentions, they can still get past your protection, if that is the job that you're meant to do. If you wake up and you have different spirits tapping you on the shoulder and you feel their presence, maybe that's the work you're meant to be doing. That's not negative energy. That's a whole different podcast, a whole different episode, I should say. And I look forward to doing that one. So until next time, drink your tea warm, keep your energy protected, and keep your vibration really high. I'll see you next time.